And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome out to Grace Christian here at England Air Park, the historic grounds. Merrill Blackburn Field at Josh Brown Stadium, getting ready for Grace Christian and the Leesville Wampus Cats. This is day 2 of the Louisiana Prep Classic is what this is. Yeah, I had to keep straight what we were talking about. Starting lineups will be coming your way momentarily, but we're going to give them to you. First, for the visiting Wampus Cats of Leesville, starting at shortstop, number 27, Bryce Cunningham. Batting second, playing center field, number 1, Luke Dupree. Batting third behind the dish, Matt Hazel, number 13, third baseman. Batting cleanup, number 2, B.J. Nichols. At second base, batting fifth is number 6, Carter Causey. Batting sixth, number 27, Gage Cole. He is a designated hitter. He will hit for the left fielder, number 7, Camden Hammonds. Caleb Kiker bats seventh. He plays first base and wears number 8. Jack Beeler, right fielder, bats eighth, wears number 7. Interesting little tidbit. The seventh hole hitter wears number 8, and the 8-hole hitter wears number 7. Sorry, that's about as deep as I get. Then number 15, I believe is what it is. Yeah, number 15, Logan Searcy, will be on the hill tonight for, let's make sure of that, Logan Seavey is there, and we're just about underway. They won't do the anthem. They won't do any of that because we are behind. Outfielder batting stays the same for the Warriors as last night. We'll go through it as they come up, resetting the outfield and infield for you. In left field is Aiden Cook, center field Carson Courtright, right field Lane Barton, third base Luke Johnson, shortstop sees Maddox Adelise, second base Jack Powell, first base Canyon. Right in the battery tonight for your Warriors, behind the dish Cody Davis, and on the hill, junior number 25, Seth Cook. So we'll see if Seth has in him tonight. This is Leesville and Grace Christian, and ready to get this underway. Tough to see things right now as it's just getting dusk, if you will. So we'll keep an eye on our cameras there. Hope you like to. We're adding a little bit to it each and every night. We'll try to do that. And everything I tell Chuck, say, hey, look, what if we did this? What if we did that? And he just don't know about that.
Good grief.
Right. So welcome aboard, Chuck here joining us today. Making the switch from baseball. Did 4 basketball games this morning for the Red River Athletic Conference, and now we jump into baseball.
Chuck did not do that.
Chuck did not do that. That is correct.
In the classroom. Doug did that. So Doug is hopefully to your ear's delight. Might be a little bit talked out. But
right?
if you've known Doug very long, that's probably not the case either.
No, all we do is switch gears and get ready to do this thing. As long as the Warriors are out there playing, as long as there's sports, I'll be talking. I don't know what I do. Now, look, I will tell you this. When I get home, not a lot said. I'm quiet. My wife's like, you never talk to me. I was like, turn on the TV here. But until I go and put a broadcast on, I said, here, I'll talk. She's like, no, don't do that.
Don't talk to my wife because when I go home, I tell her stuff.
Oh, no, I don't tell mine. I don't tell. Oh, my gosh, I don't tell mine anything. All right, we are underway. First pitch coming to us. It is going to be at 6:14 this evening. First pitch, 6:14. Seth Cook rocks and fires and delivers this one. That is swung right through. Good. It's what we need to see out of Seth tonight is come out and establish that first pitch fastball over there for a strike. He's facing Bryce Cunningham. Wow, and it sounds good. That's the difference between the first couple outings that we've seen out of Seth is it sounds good hitting the mitt. 0-2, the count to Cunningham. Seth wasting no time. Rears back, delivers this one. Misses that one up high, trying to get him to chase one.
Why not? Get a good swing and a miss, and Rich to the first strikeout would be nice.
That one is lifted out towards Seth. Sliding there. He's going to have to make a play on it to flip over, but not in time. Going to be guess we'll score that a base hit. That'll get him down to first base. And Luke Dupree will stand in there. That's an 0-2 base hit. Don't think we see as much moving around as we saw versus those Ash hitters last night, stepping off. And that's a good way to get himself in trouble. Cunningham leading off first base, getting a little bit of a lead. Seth will get you. Here's the delivery. Squaring around to bunt is Dupree. And that one misses ball one. Again, you see our new sponsor, and I'm making amends for game one when I was calling Kimberly by the wrong name, but we certainly appreciate what she does for us. Squaring again, that one is bunt. A good bunt. Seth's going to get over, cover it himself, score that 1-3 on the putout. Sacrifice for Luke Dupree. He is the first out, but it does advance Cunningham. And you see Leesville coming out, playing a little bit of small ball.
Yeah, might as well get some base runners on. That's kind of a smart ball too.
Well, that shows you that they think runs against Cook are going to be at a premium. Matt Hazel, the catcher for the Cats, stands in there ready to go. There's the delivery, ground over to Johnson, holds the runner. Beautiful job of looking the runner back and keeping Cunningham right where he was. Score that 5-3 on the putout, and that was just some brilliant defense. And, Chuck, I got to tell you, we haven't seen that solid Grace Christian defense over the first couple of games. Even the scrimmage, this inning looking good. Don't want to judge the game by that, but I like the way this first inning is going for the Warriors. B.J. Nichols will stand in there. He's a cleanup hitting third baseman for the Cats. Look in, and delivery is right there. Strike one from Cook. Pitch count on game one. He got 32 pitches in the first inning. He's about to throw number 10 here. Pitching efficiency is what you have to have. Here's the delivery. That one swung through. Strike two. And Seth 0-2 on Nichols. Runner at second base looking to strand that one. Outfield playing straight away. Got the new jerseys on that say all in on the back.
Yes,
no names on the background. They say all in. That one is driven out to Powell at second base. He's going to go down and get it. Bobbles it in the glove just a bit, but over in time to Kenyon at first base, and that will retire the side for Leesville in the top half of the first. No runs, one hit, no errors, one left on. Due up for the Warriors in the bottom of the first. Carson Courtwright, Luke Johnson, and Kenyon Wright when we come back.
Appliance Parts Company in Alexandria has all your major appliance parts needs. We sell parts to all major appliances as well as new appliances, including window units, chest, and upright freezers. Appliance Parts originally opened its doors on Lee Street in 1972, and we're now open at a new location on Memorial Drive to serve you better. Stop by, say hey to our crew, and check out our awesome holiday gifts. Appliance Parts, 2208 Memorial Drive in Alexandria next to Target. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday from 9 till 12.
Warriors getting ready to do work, but got a friend of the program there coaching over it for umpiring over at first base. So a big hello to our friend out there, and he won't wave to us because he's officially doing business over there. And yeah, he's not even going to look at us, but that is the head coach of the Buckeye Panthers, and Ben McLaughlin over there at first base. That's new. That's something we hadn't seen, but he did say he wanted to be around some baseball, so there you have it.
Not coaching at Leesville, but
umpiring tonight. Carson Courtright will lead things off. He is the center fielder, and got a lot of calls and messages on that. Carson had more time on camera last night than anybody else did. We'd look and have our shot in from center field, and there was Carson because of the shift was right in front of us all night. Upstate New York said that was fine. They were fine with it. That one misses inside, ball one. Sits back, delivers this one. Does Seavey. Swinging through that is Courtright. Had a good pitch, good hack at it right there. Logan Seavey on the heel, the right-hander. That one is driven out to second base, and he olays that one, and that's going to get all the way to the fence. Watch Carson get up and go. Carson's going to get into second base with a stand-up. We'll give him the error is what it is because it looked like it went right through the wickets of the second baseman. Boy, that's a tough one, though.
Hate it when you get the wickets.
Right. No, it went no, Chuck.
Oh, no.
Luke Johnson will stand in, ready to go, the left-hander. Left-handed batting third baseman. Saw him out in the batting cage early on and was taking some hacks out there. And Coach Brown and I talked, as we do in our pregame meeting, just visiting. He said, oh, yeah, that's what you're going to get out of Luke Johnson. He'll spend hours out there in the cage. But you could see it. It translates. He's just a pure hitter. Bats from the left side, has the power to get it out to all fields. That one outer half for strike one. Cool breeze starting to make its way in.
I've been called a lot of things, but
but not cool breeze.
Cool breeze, huh?
Runner at second is Courtright. Here's the delivery. That one misses low. 2 balls and a strike.
One ball,
one ball and a strike. There you go. They just were quick to get it up there. I'm going to have to put more and more because the wind is not as bad as it was the other night, our first night. But, man, it's a mischievous wind, if you will.
Yeah.
That one lifted way down the line, and foul. Well, that's what I tell you. He can turn on one from that left side as good as anybody. You get it inside on him, and he'll turn on it. You get it. He can hit it opposite field. He's just as apt to send one. You know how you see how defensively they've got him played over to this side. They're shading him around to right field. He can put one down off the left field wall as well. It's hard to put the shift on against Luke.
Yeah.
Thought they had the strikeout, but instead evens the count up at 2-2. Seavey's 2-2 delivery comes in, and just like that, smoked right up the middle, but played him perfectly as the shortstop was right over the bag, and that saves a base hit. Would have been a base hit for Luke Johnson. Instead, it is a 6-3 putout. Canyon Wright will stand in there. And it's shade time. Throw some shade on it here.
Oh, yeah. Tilt that one down just a little bit because
those lights tend to get it.
Got a nice glare going across there.
Courtwright down at third base. He advanced. And Canyon takes one off the back pocket. It looked like her back leg. I looked up, and he was ducking into that one.
Actually, right about where the armpit on the back of the – right about up here is where.
Oh, well, that's the back side of him then. That's not the back side.
Or my wife would always call it the sweet meat on our kids because she'd grab that part and they'd do exactly what she told them to do.
Oh, my. Cody Davis, the Warrior catcher, stands. I guess I can put the shades down there. It got him hit. He might not like me wearing them. He wants to swing the bat. We have seen Canyon take off and get a couple of stolen bases on the year. Don't know if he'll be off and moving yet, but has a really good lead. That one misses outside, ball one. Big shout out to my man Keith Stokes. We miss you, Keith. Your spot over there hasn't had you in it this season, so we look forward to having you back down here at England Air Park, home of the Warriors, one of these days pretty soon. Big lead off of third is Courtwright, but he's doing more, I think, to mess with Seavey than anything else. And that's that crafty running. You're trying to perhaps coax a balk out of him because as a right-handed pitcher, you're staring directly at Carson, and look at him getting that big lead. He's not opposed to taking off for home either on one. Here's the delivery to Cody. Cody swings through it back to the backstop, fouls that one off. I'll give credit to Seavey. Logan Seavey, pitcher for this Leesville Wampus Cats, doing a good job of not paying attention to Carson over at third base, and that's difficult to do. Seavey stares in, looks over at third and back to first and delivers. Canyon is off and going, and he'll get in there easily. I think he just likes to slide and get dirty. Needless to say, give the stolen base to Canyon Wright. Canyon at second, Carson at third. Cody set to hit. The only out was the ground out that advanced the runner in Luke Johnson. That one lifted high. Shortstop giving chase, and now the wind catches it. It slides down. It's going to be a foul ball. It was not caught. Carson was there wisely tagging up if he got that one, but instead, 2 balls and 2 strikes to Davis. You like that he got that one back. He now has an opportunity to make something happen there once the ball got dropped. Peering in is Seavey. Runners at second and third, just one down. That one fouled back as well, and Cody getting the most of his time in front of the plate. Spends the bulk of his game behind it, so he says, hey, I'm up here. I'm going to take some foul some off and get me some hacks.
Why not?
We'll do the 2-2 delivery once again to Davis. One down. Base hit likely to score a couple. That one misses up high. You got to get that bat down.
Yeah. Can't leave that hanging up there.
You hear the chants from the Warrior dugout wanting a base hit or ball 4. Instead, it's strike 3 in there to Cody Davis. And Davis, the Warriors catcher, down on strikes. Seth Cook will stand in there. Now Seth, we'll see what he's able to do. On the hill, did a great job in that first inning. That curveball, really nice looking curveball, drops in there for strike 1. Infield playing straight away, back normal depth. Cody swings through that one. Seth swings through that one, misses there. Again, if you're looking at some good basketball action, head out to the Coliseum and check out the Red River Athletic Conference Tournament. LC beat LSUA today. That one misses high. First time in the history that LCU men's basketball team has beaten LSUA, and they did it to go to the semifinals now, and we'll get an opportunity to play against LSU Shreveport in the semifinals.
Oh, wow.
That one ripped over to third base, kept in front of. Good job at third. Thrown on in time and out of the inning. Warriors, no base hits, no runs, one error, and they do strand 2 runners again. So the left on base totals continue to climb for the Warriors here in the early season. We'll be back for the top of the second when we come back.
BK Distributors is proud to support high school athletics on 446 Sports. BK is the one-stop shop for trophies, banners, awards, letter jackets, and just about anything award-related. And now, welcome BK Apparel and BK Promotions to the family. For all your spirit apparel needs and anything you need to brand your business. When you think of anything you need with your name on it, think BK. Check them out on Facebook or at bkdistrib.com. BK Distributors, apparel and promotions in Pineville.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
Is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, the trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
There we go. Get that where I can hear it. It wasn't you. It's not you. It's me. Back to Grace Christian we go. England Air Park is where their field is, off the campus. Campus, of course, off of Jackson Street on there. Got a good amount of folks watching this one, climbing on our YouTube page. We appreciate that. That is where absolutely the best signal is. Carter Causey, the second baseman, stands in there to go to work here, top of the second. Seth misses up high, ball 1. While you're there, if you have not subscribed yet, it's free. You just hit subscribe. Like the video and hit subscribe. Liking it, you don't even have to subscribe to it. You can just like there. Leave us a comment as to where you're watching from. Boy, it got heated last night in that Menard Glen Oaks game. The comments there were ugly. Let's may have to turn those off from time to time. Goodness gracious, but leave us a comment. Let us know. We monitor that. We don't monitor the Facebook feed as much. We do monitor our YouTube, so go check that out there. While you're there, smash that like button, the notification bell, and you'll know any time that we go live with sports. And I'm trying to count how many times between the games and everything that we've been live this week.
Wow. Yeah. Not sure how many we've been live.
Keith Stokes says, I'll be back at the ballpark in a week or so. Looking forward to some live action. There you go. Look forward to having my old buddy out there in the Stokes nest. Out there just outside the dugout. 3-0 the count to Causey. That one, 4-pitch walk to Causey, the second baseman. And Gage Cole will stand in there. He is the designated hitter.
So I wonder if old Keith is going to come out bright and shiny, or is he going to work his way into that as the season goes along?
Oh, no, he'll be there in full force. You can believe that. I don't know that there's a bigger fan of the program. And I'm a pretty big fan of the program, but I don't think there's a better one. That chases Canyon right into foul territory over near that Leesville dugout. Warriors play one more time this weekend. They will play in the morning at 11 a.m. 11 a.m. start. They call it the matinee game, if you will. That'll be 11 o'clock. Join us. We'll go live just a few moments before that starts. Should be on times. I don't think there's a game before that one. That one misses low. Cody thought about it, but seemed like it was dropped.
Yeah, it went off to the backstop.
Well, just determining if that was a wild pitch or a pass ball on here. We're not going to award the stolen base. It's going to be a pass ball. It looked like it just dropped out of the glove of Davis.
That's what happened.
Seth looks at the bunt. Beautiful bunt. Fields it and throws it away to Seth, and that's going to allow a run to come around and score, trying to make a play. But Leesville just putting pressure on there. Seth might have been wiser to hang on to it, had to go a long way to get it, but he is an uber competitor. I don't know that there's anybody more competitive out there and more of a battler and wanted to get the out. But he will advance to third on the bunt and then take home on the throwing error. And that error puts Cole out at second base, on at second base, and then looking to bunt again. Small ball, small ball, small ball. This looks like the Little League World Series. Bunt, 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 bunt. That's a sacrifice. And so you see, this is a way that they're trying to scratch out some runs in this one. It did get one in the top half of the second.
Sounds like a baker's dream. Bunt, bunt, bunt.
Bunt, bunt, bunt. One down runner at third. Coming in again is Canyon, believing that the bunt's coming, looking for the squeeze. The squeeze was not on. It was kind of a safety squeeze, if you will. I saw the runner charging down the line from third, but then realized that was Luke.
Yeah, that's the same thing I thought.
Don't forget, if you are watching it on our YouTube channel, jump down there in the comments section and let us know where you're watching from and give us an idea who you're cheering for. There he is waving. There's Carson. He's waving to all his fans that are on watching, and so good job.
Not camera shy.
Not in the slightest. Carson is, I don't think he's ever met a camera that is not his friend. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 down, top of the second. Seth rocks back and delivers this one. Swung through and missed. I don't know that he had decided he really wanted to swing at that one. This is Jack Beeler. Jack Beeler is there. That one misses up high. 3 balls. Having to use my Nature Valley almond bar there to hold down the scorebook. And so the wind is whipping behind this fence out here. That one in there for a strike. Fills the count up. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Beeler, the right fielder. Seavey waiting on deck. Already a run across here, top of the second. Swung through that one and missed. Yeah, kind of a defensive hack. And back-to-back outs. An opportunity for Seth to get out of this one as he faces the 9-hole hitting Logan Seavey. That one just outside, misses there. Good to see a lot of other coaches from around the area watching this. Chuck had some visits got to visit with some of his colleagues today. Said they were watching it. Said they love the broadcast and can't wait till football season.
Absolutely. Looking forward to that too.
Seth stands in there, delivers this one now. That is swung on and fouled back over the first base stands area where it is and near where the little airplane playground section is.
And also got a text last night from a buddy of mine that I used to work with at the sheriff's office. He's was watching it and has some connection here with Grace as well. Daryl Poole. Dr. Daryl Poole, shall I say.
You don't want to know the kind of text I get. It's just my friends giving me grief all night.
No.
Here's Seth delivering. Pauses, sends that one up high. And 3 balls and a strike. Very efficient first inning for Seth in the first. Struggling just a bit here in the second. Like to see a good 4 or 5 inning outing. That's a pretty pitch. That's the kind of pitch that'll get you staying around for a while. It's just a good buried fastball. Seth, part of that team that went to Dyersville, Iowa last year with the Warriors. That was a lot of fun. Swung on, lifted foul this time over the third base area right by where the gate is. Got to pitch there in the Field of Dreams field. It's a big, great weekend for everybody, including us that went through that. That one left up high, and the walk issued, and that will bring us back around to the top of the order. And Bryce Cunningham had a base hit in the first to lead things off, but was stranded at second base after Seth retired the next 3 on ground balls.
Critters flying around, you see in our.
Got the runner, took the old third to first, got him. Oh, no, he's safe. Come on, Blue. Look, we'll get run out of doing games for him if I do that. Pretty good move there. Had the runner at first in Seavey, creeping off the base just a little bit, and just about had him. Look like Seavey may have been off and stealing second on that, but you don't want to do that. Got him looking at him again. Oh, he's leaning every time. I got to believe that Seavey is going. You throw that fastball in there and let Cody gun him from second, or out at second.
Yeah, he's taking that stutter step every time.
Delivers this one down low, and that's the throw that we're talking about, but it's offline. And just as we talked about how well they were playing in the first, here the second comes around and just not really clicking on all cylinders tonight. The Leesville team, through bunting and base stealing, is really putting the pressure on this infield defense. That one in there for a strike to Cunningham. 1-1 count to Bryce. Cunningham, the Leesville shortstop, had that base hit back in the first inning, second at bat here in this game. Warriors played Ash last night, 4 consecutive innings. Ash batted around against them en route to that 16-0 win for the Trojans. 3 balls and a strike. Warriors sit at 1-1. They beat Oberlin early in the week, 11-3, and now looking to get back above 500. Cook delivers that one, cuts the top off of the strike zone, and fills it up. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And you see the Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. Swung on and missed. Strikeout number 2 registered by Cook. That's the third out of the inning, and that will do it, but not before the Wampus Cats pick up 2 runs on no hits. They leave 1 runner on, a couple errors on there for the Warriors. And after 1.5, it is 2-0. Warriors have Adelise, Powell, and Palmer due up 6, 7, 8, 9. That's been a powerful part of the lineup for the Warriors early on this season. We'll see what they can do this time when we come back.
There was a huge assembly, and then he came to the gym, and he announced it.
I would like to honor a Warrior that is right here.
I was diagnosed with Wilms tumor kidney cancer.
Colin McGee. We're going to fly you and your family to Universal Studios in Los Angeles to meet Adam Levine. Yes.
I got there, and then we went to Santa Monica Pier, and the water felt good, and I found a bunch of cool rocks, and then we went to The Voice the next day, I got to meet Adam Levine after the show, which was amazing.
I'm Bob Giles, and I believe every business should give back. Join me at gilesgivesback.com.
Buying car insurance for the first time can be overwhelming. Do you have enough coverage? Are you paying too much? Will someone be there for you when the unexpected happens? I'm Jason Hawk with Farm Bureau Insurance. You may think it's easier online, but why wait? We're here to help you make sure you're covered. When it comes to car insurance, we have the answers, and we may have rates that save you money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect your biggest investments.
Maddox Adderley stands in to lead things off for the Warriors. Takes that one in there, strike one. Looking back at the last couple of days, Adderley has been pretty solid. He's walked, he's got a stolen base throughout, a couple of base hits, and grounds this one, or flies this one out. I don't know what I'm thinking, grounds this one to the outfield in the air. Fly out to the center field right in front of us. Jack Powell will stand in there ready to go. He is the Warriors' second baseman. He's had a pretty good. That's what I get for looking back in the book while the ball is hitting. I see people scrambling. I think the ball's on the ground, and it was out here to center field. So I'm not a total dummy, just so you know. That one misses low to Powell. And you've got to find a way to get the bottom of this order going, some base runners. They've done it the first couple of nights of this series, of this week. That one lifted down the line in left. That's the way you do it. That's a good-looking base hit. Jack Powell pulls that one and finds himself at first base with a pretty good base hit, and Micah Palmer.
First hit, first pitch.
First pitch swinging. Now Palmer, the designated hitter, he's had a good week himself. A couple of base hits and scored a couple of runs, looking good out there. Well, I'm impressed with the way Jack Powell swinging the bat and playing defense. Had somebody ask me in the stands tonight, said, where's my wife? Where's Mrs. 446 Sports? I said, no, she doesn't come out to these. She's being Mrs. BU Designs is what she's doing. She's out making shirts and tumblers and license plates and all your apparel and sporting spirit needs. You can check her out at BU Designs by Melissa Gann. That's where she's at, shameless plug. But it's all right. It's my wife and it's our company, so that's right. I ought to be able to do that. That one misses there as well.
Yep, ball one.
One ball, no strikes.
First two throws are over back to first.
Right. That one lifted high and third, and pitcher coming in. Pitcher's going to call off the third baseman. Seavey says, I'll take that myself. So a pop-up to the one. And that's the second out. Aiden Cook will stand in there. You hate to squander a runner that's on base, but the Warriors, unfortunately, have done a little of that the first few nights. We talked about the bases that they left loaded against Oberlin, 3 innings in a row. Don't forget, we will be doing the Warriors Coaches Show tomorrow afternoon from out here somewhere, we believe. Somewhere out here.
Yes. Somewhere.
Somewhere out here.
No rainbows either.
I got to believe that it's going to have to be out here because I don't think we're going to pull the equipment down and set it back up out there.
Yeah, or run in, do an interview, and then come back. So no.
Correct.
Probably not.
So I've got to believe that it's going to be done from Chuck's truck.
And so I'm wondering.
Yes.
You've already created the graphic for that, yes?
No.
Oh.
No. Really? 3 balls, no strikes to Cook. Be a good opportunity to get the 9-hole on and flip that lineup back up to Carson. That one right down Main Street for the strike. You can get around to Carson. He's due for one. He got stranded at third at one of those 2 runners left on base. Cook's just got to find a way to scratch out getting on base, swings through that one.
Kind of a lethargic swing. Almost
It
like
was.
Didn't want to
It
swing, but
didn't look like a full-on swing by any means, and that drives the coach crazy. You tell him if you're going to commit to swing and go ahead and swing through it no matter what, give it your best swing each time. Quickly over to first, looking for Powell, but he dives in safely. I think he was ahead of it. That tells you that you can get a little bit more of it. So you remember, Chuck, we talked to you last night about the left-handed pitcher. You wanted to go on first move. Now you're looking front foot, back foot. Swung through that one and missed. Cook down on strikes. Out number 3. First or second strikeout of the game for Seavey. Again, no runs. We have completed 2. It is Leesville 1. The Warriors, Leesville 2. Grace Christian 0 when we come back.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by 2 walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks right from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing. Download our mobile app today.
For a lifetime of the best possible vision, look to Wallace Eye Associates, where our tradition of eye care excellence in Cenla spans nearly 40 years. From your next family eye exam to cataract and glaucoma evaluations, trust your vision to the experienced eye professionals at Wallace Eye Associates. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
Starting things off in the top of the 3rd, Luke Dupree will face Seth Cook. Luke had a sacrifice and looking to square around and bunt again. He takes that one for a strike. Well, it's just like the good old days. Got both Gamboys out at the ballpark. Son Noah, who just showed up, coming in from a hard day at work. That's what I like to see, hard work building character.
Can't ask for anything better, huh?
No. Getting married in how many days? You don't know? Don't say you don't know. 34 days, that's right. My goodness. That's getting here quick.
Said she'll remind him that morning. Remember, you need to be here at this time.
Right. That one misses up high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Good start to this at bat for Cook. Is that what you have, Chuck? 1 ball and 2 strikes?
Yes.
All right.
You're right on the money.
Seth fires, delivers this one. Misses that one just up high again. Outer region, the top part of that strike zone. Seth has missed high on a couple of them, but I mean just by inches. There you go, swing and a miss there, and the strikeout, recorded strikeout number 3 for Cook, and he's getting warmed up, and we like to see that. Matt Hazel, the catcher, he grounded out to Luke Johnson at third base back in the 1st. That's 4 straight retired by, 3 out of 4. Had the walk that was in there to Seavey, the pitcher. This is Matt Hazel again, who grounded out to third back in the 1st inning. That one is twisted off foul over to the visitor parking side where they come in. You don't bring your dog to work with you, Noah? Little Duke. 0-2, the count to Hazel. That one misses up and away.
Was that one of the ones that was
one of the puppies? Yep.
I remember the name, and I was like, yeah, I remember getting attacked by that one a couple of times.
Duke and Henry went away. Oh, no, Reese one that probably got you.
Well, no, the slobber
That one's
attack.
right there looking strike 3, and Seth is finding his rhythm when we told you that's what he likes to do. Just going to have to get those Warrior bats going.
Yeah.
It has been 8 innings now that they have not scored, going back to 6 from last night and 2 tonight. That will bring B.J. Nichols, the cleanup hitting third baseman, into the box. Misses outside. Cody tried to frame that but was unable to, in ball 1.
I've noticed something with him this first pitch. He wastes no time, and I know that's something that as the season goes along, he's usually pretty quick on his deliveries.
When he is feeling it, he will get in there and stay at his tempo, and you do not. He wants the ball back. Watch how quickly Cody gets the ball back to him. He'll catch it and zip it right back, so that all the time that's spent between pitches, that one is lifted foul and back to that backstop. 2 balls and 1 strike. And so Cody likes to get the ball back to Seth just as quick as it is, because Seth likes to get up. It's like a no-huddle offense. He'll get up there, then call his play and get ready to go. Here's a delivery from Cook. Misses up high, and see how quickly it gets back from Cody. 3 balls and a strike to Nichols. Carter Causey, the second baseman, stands on deck. He walked his last at-bat. Don't need to get to him. Ground over to Luke. Luke comes up firing all the way across the diamond, and a good stretch by Canyon, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. Clean inning for the Warriors, and they needed that one. 3 up, 3 down. When we come back for the bottom of the third, due up for the Warriors, it's the top of the order. Carson Courtright, Luke Johnson, and Canyon Wright when we come back.
Appliance Parts Company in Alexandria has all your major appliance parts needs. We sell parts to all major appliances as well as new appliances, including window units, chest, and upright freezers. Appliance Parts originally opened its doors on Lee Street in 1972, and we're now open at a new location on Memorial Drive to serve you better. Stop by, say hey to our crew, and check out our awesome holiday gifts. Appliance Parts, 2208 Memorial Drive in Alexandria next to Target. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday from 9 till 12.
BK Distributors is proud to support high school athletics on 446 Sports. BK is the one-stop shop for trophies, banners, awards, letter jackets, and just about anything award-related. And now, welcome BK Apparel and BK Promotions to the family. For all your spirit apparel needs and anything you need to brand your business. When you think of anything you need with your name on it, think BK.
Carson Courtright, Warrior center fielder, stands in, takes that one inside. Ball 1, reached on an error to lead things off, and I catch grief. A lot of people said it should have been a base hit, but tough scoring here, and I don't have that easy pencil. That curveball twists in there for strike 1, evens the count up at a ball and a strike. Night has completely engulfed the ballpark here, and what a beautiful evening it is. Warriors needing to get something going. They've got to put some runs together this inning just to give themselves. I mean, hitting, they've always said hitting is contagious. Well, so is not scoring and not hitting. That's also the same way. You get yourself in a slump, you just need a couple of dinks, a little Baltimore Chop, a little Texas League or something to get you going and get things working.
Or Big League Chew.
No.
The bubble gum.
I know.
Okay.
Wow, that one inside.
Yeah.
But there for the strike. And a full count to Carson. Carson seems tailor-made for that that leadoff spot. And he coaxes ball 4. That is the walk, and that will get him down there. That is his 4th walk of the season in 3 games. And he is indeed walking on sunshine as the music plays here. Luke Johnson, who hit the ball just about as hard as you could out to shortstop, and it was gathered in there for the first out. We'll see what he's able to do with it. Hit it oppo. But had him played right up the middle, that ball went right over the second base bag. and that's where the shortstop had him shifted, and you see that he is shifted over there again. That one bouncing around, and Carson's just going to easily get down into second. No slide, no glide, just right to second base. Second time through the order, and once you've seen the pitcher through the entire order, this time they're a little more comfortable are the batters. Runner at second is Courtright. He's got to get around and touch home plate. That one misses outside, ball 2, 2-0 to Johnson.
Yeah, they tried to drag it in, just left it out there too far.
Catcher doing a good job each time of trying to frame it and bring it back in, but to no avail. 2-0 delivery coming for Johnson. That one misses outside. 3 balls and no strikes. And I tell you, you've got to be careful of grooving one here to Johnson because we told you he can turn on one. They're putting him on at 3-0 in front of Canyon Wright.
Well, I mean, they must have foreseen what the next pitch was going to be. So.
I don't see why we don't all stand up here and put our shades on then for this.
I don't see why not.
I don't see why not. Canyon stepping in there, and he is due to get this thing 3-2 with one swing of the bat. Misses that one outside. Courtright started to get off the base, but instead comes right back. Canyon has 1 home run, has a save on the season. They have him not really to pull. Carson is off and running head first into third. Luke does not take advantage of it. He stays at first. So give the stolen base to Courtright. Getting over to third. Luke stays there, and it's a 2-0 count. You like the idea of Luke staying put because it doesn't open up first base. With first base open, they very well may put Canyon on.
This is true.
But it makes no sense to me. If you're going to load the bases up, you'd put him on base here anyway. But the force is in line. Cool air starting to blow in a little bit.
Blowing in from out to in.
Yeah, you see. I guess we see the flag. Where'd it go? Where'd she go?
She's not. Wind is really where we're at. It hadn't whipped around that side of the field yet, it looks like.
2 balls, no strikes to Canyon. Runners at first and third. Looking at a little firsty third of their own. And Stevie said, look, y'all almost got me with it twice. I'm going to try to come back and get you with it. Bottom of the third, Warriors again. It's been 8 innings since they've scored a run, looking to do that here. Probably longer than that, depending on how far we go back into the other game. This is just a snap throw over to first, trying to catch Luke. Maybe leaning, but he dives right back into first base in front of Coach Ladner over there at first. Seavey looks in at this one and delivers. Big high leg kick and 3 balls and no strikes. Says the higher the leg kick, the further the ball goes. That's the idea.
What, coming off the bat?
Yep.
Okay. That's fair.
3-0 count. You know that he won't be taking. Swung through that one. A mighty hack at it, and that would have been, goodness gracious, I think that might want to have flown further than one of those chartered planes coming out of England Air Park over there.
Yeah, I kind of missed the sound of that ball hitting that brick wall behind us.
Right? As long as it doesn't the sound of it hitting that camera.
This is true. I strategically parked my truck to avoid that mishap.
That one misses outside, and Wright is going to draw the bases. Runners at first and third walk. That will load him up for catcher Cody Davis. Cody Davis, a strikeout victim back in the first. And, man, this is where you really need to have that timely hit. And Coach Dustin Smith going to go out there and talk to his pitcher, Seavey. And the cascading music plays throughout the park.
Because he might be in jeopardy.
Catcher number 35, Cody Davis, stands in. He's got the sacks packed full of Warriors. We'll see if what Coach Dustin Smith had to say to Logan is going to be effective. Cody stands in there, and you know he is as eager as anybody to put a charge in one of them here. That one misses up high. Very still. I don't see any of the trees or anything moving. It's just the wind must just be right here.
Must be.
That make no sense.
It's chilly today.
Here's the delivery. Swung through that one, a mighty hack. That's a couple of good hacks by Warrior hitters and have yet to make contact with that fastball of Seavy's, throwing it right by him.
It's got to be why it's cool air, because I had chilly today.
I apologize in advance for all those times I don't mute Chuck. Here's the squeeze coming in. Beautifully laid down, and everybody's going to be safe. That's a tremendous, tremendous bunt laid down by Cody Davis. Carson Courtright was flying off the bases, and that is an RBI base hit for Cody Davis. That'll bring Seth Cook to the mound. First run the Warriors have scored, and that's the way you generate some things, is get that going.
And that's technically station to station, right?
I guess it is, but, yeah, the old squeeze play was on there, and, man, that was nice to see. Carson flying down the line from third base. You're in no man's land at that point. You've got to get the bunt down, because if you don't, then you're dead to rights at home.
Either that or foul it off. You're only saving grace at that point.
Well, you're not. Yeah, you just got to get it in play. That one is lifted high in the air and out of play to right field. Over by one of those big light poles that are just past the visitors' dugout. Warriors break a streak of 8 innings without a run. Now they need to break it loose just a little bit and not leave the runners on. Need a big, big bases-loaded hit from pitcher Seth Cook. Help your calls out here, Seth. That one gets to the fence. Nobody going anywhere. I don't believe they are trying to get things. You don't want to run anybody out, first or third, there at home.
And they know about the backstop, the shortness of it, and how favorable it can be, unless it gets trapped underneath those padding back there.
Yep.
And that would be an awarded base anyway.
Otherwise, it jumps off of that backstop so hard. That one right down the pipe, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Adelise and Powell and Palmer due up following Cook, but Cook needs to take care of business here. Seavey peers in. He sees the bases loaded, stays out of the stretch, and now delivers. That one is ground back to third base. Going to think about coming home. Everybody's going to be safe, not a play to be made. And Luke Johnson comes in to score, and everybody moves up. Now, Chuck, that, in fact, is station to station. Gives Seth an RBI. Needed that one. Maddox Adelise, who flew out to center field, will stand in there ready to bat.
That's some Grace baseball right there.
Indeed it
like
is.
Station to station ball.
Well, and they're getting things going and creating, and you needed something to happen just to shake the mojo off, I guess. Adelise watches that one in the top half of the strike zone, in there for strike 1.
Rattle the pitcher a little bit now.
Neither of the base hits went more than about 70 feet, but they still drove in a couple of runs.
I thought it was 80 from home to first.
It's 90 from home. There's another one. Laid down, another squeeze, and this time they're throwing to first and nobody's there. And look, this is old school Grace Christian baseball. Squeeze and taking a page out of the Wampus Cats book, because that's how the Wampus Cats were scoring theirs. Maddox Adelise laying it down, and now Jack Powell will stand in there, and this is one of the innings that you needed to have.
Live by the sword, die by the sword, right?
Goodness. 3 straight bunts for the Warriors. And look, if you can't get the big hit, manufacture them. That's a good-looking pitch right down the middle to Powell. Powell had a base hit his last time up. Been swinging the bat well, has the Warrior second baseman. This is the kind of thing that we talk about. You got to get gritty, playing gritty dirtbag baseball. The Warriors haven't done it in a while, and now they're just like gnats on you. Here comes another one. That one is down and pushed to the back. And look, what's going to happen is it's going to force these infielders to come in and play that. If not, Brown will get up there and bunt everybody every time as long as the bases stay loaded.
Yeah, I think that one actually went over that side fence right there.
You just cannot miss on a bunt because you're going to have your guy running home. Pretty bad shape.
A lot of trust.
Timeout is called. 0-2 the count. Don't know that he'll be laying down the bunt with Powell here. That one misses up and away. All of those, when it's an out, are recorded as sacrifices. That's what they call it. Now, if he gets on, it's a base hit, but they're called sacrifice. And they keep a record of who had the most sacrifice bunts in their career. That one misses inside. I'll give you a guess at who's in the record books for the most sacrifices in their career at Grace Christian.
I don't know.
He's on the coaching staff with the Warriors right now.
Would it be a Gann?
It is. Josh Gann holds that record. Sure does. Swung through that one and missed.
Again, another thing to be proud of.
Yep. I don't even know if a lot of people know about that one, but that is the strikeout. That ends a run of 6 straight batters reaching base, and that is Micah Palmer now that will stand in there ready to go. And look, don't think that they won't be leaving the bunt sign on with Palmer. Runners getting off. Pretty good lead. Adelise is a long way off of first base when the contact was made with that one. He's looking to score from first. Just need Micah or Aiden to put the bat on the ball and get it somewhere in the outfield. Infielders not really playing. They're staying back.
There you see him getting his lead off.
Looking to first and third, but nobody over at first base. And that's what you have to know, that you don't have to hustle back in if nobody's there. Let them know that, look, we're not concerned about that move. 3-2, the Warriors lead this one, bottom of the third. Up and away. 1 ball, 1 strike.
3 singles across the board right now.
Yes, it is. So, Noah, last night in that game, Ash had scored 4 runs in the second, 4 runs in the third, and 6 runs in the fourth. And so on the scoreboard it said 4-4-6. We thought it was cool. The rest of the folks didn't like that because that would meant there were 14 runs had been scored at that point. So 2 balls and a strike, but made for good camera work.
Leave it to the rogue producer to find it.
Right? That one swung through. Looking for your Axum truck. That little bitty truck?
Huh. Going to ask him a question?
See, if you don't believe it, what? Just Axum?
Axum.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 down. Bottom of the third we play. Bases loaded, full of Warriors. That one is ground to third base. Only play is over at first, and that will score another run. Davis comes around to score, and you'll take that RBI all day. Micah Palmer, good at bat. So runners now at second and third. Aiden Cook stands in there, strikeout victim back in the first. But the Warriors now send their 9th batter to the plate. And this is kind of that get-right inning that you needed.
Yeah.
You'd like to put together a few more runs, but you certainly will take this. That one lifted behind third base. Shortstop has it. Going to drop into his glove. But that will be a 9-batter inning for the Warriors. They scored their 3 runs on 2 base hits. 2 base hits, 3 runs for the Warriors. After 3 complete, they lead it 3-2. What does Leesville have to answer that top of the fourth? We'll find out when we come back.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
Is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, the trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
Buying car insurance for the first time can be overwhelming. Do you have enough coverage? Are you paying too much? Will someone be there for you when the unexpected happens? I'm Jason Hawk with Farm Bureau Insurance. You may think it's easier online, but why wait? We're here to help you make sure you're covered. When it comes to car insurance, we have the answers, and we may have rates that save you money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect your biggest investments.
And we are back, inning number 4. Big inning for the Warriors that time, putting up a crooked number. That's always what you want to do. Great to have Noah stop by and visit with us. Like I said, getting married 34 days from today. I'll actually be performing that ceremony, and that's a blessing. Got to marry Joshua and Katie back December a year ago.
Is he looking for a boat?
Him?
Yeah.
Oh, no, he's got a boat. He's looking to sell his boat.
I know a guy.
No, you don't. That one there for a strike. So we saw a new thing that we're going to do to here. Okay. It was this boat. Yeah, that's off the head of Causey, and he hops up and heads right down to first base.
Good sign.
Yeah, you certainly want to see that, but hit by a pitch there. Gage Cole will stand in. Causey and Cole scored the 2 runs for Leesville. So they put this, it was almost like a floating bar. All right, and I hate to bring, but you went around the lake just in this boat, and it was like a tiki bar, I guess is what they called it. But you do just a little night tour around Bulow or something, or down the river. Yeah, why not?
The river would. Well, I don't know.
River not right now. The river pretty high.
Yeah.
Cook looks back over at first. Now fires there. Diving into first is Causey. 1 ball, no strikes. 4-2, the Warriors lead this one. They put up 4 runs in the bottom of the third. That one is fouled off. Did I just have 3 for them or 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, that's what I said.
You said a crooked letter, and it had me a little bit confused.
It wasn't a 1.
It wasn't a 1. Anything else
right,
is great.
So. That's correct. You're putting something up besides the 1. Tell you, one of these days, Chuck, you're going to be you're going to have the baseball lingo.
Wow.
Be talking like a regular old baseball dude. That one misses. Cody's not going to have a shot at this one. I've seen him throw runners out before on a pass ball because they don't read it right and the ball jumps right back to him. He'll go back, get it, and still beat the runner down to second base with it.
It'd be neat to see one bounce off and him just kind of turn and hold his hand out, and it comes right back there and lands in his hand and makes the throw.
He's looking to do it. Causey steps on the bag at second. Boy, it'd be a good time for a specialty play if you had such as that.
If only.
If only. That one ground foul. We'll tell you about our new sponsor, Kimberly Harrell, certified appraiser. Certified appraisals by Kimberly Harrell. Give her a call, 447-1313. You see that logo up above the Valex one in the corner. Proud supporter of Grace Christian Baseball.
I came up with a good idea just now, Doug.
Did you really?
any of our new sponsors, the first game, they get that spot for the first game.
That's a prime spot, and that one is back to Seth. Seth fires over to Kenyon. Going to get the runner down to third. And one out. Causey all the way around to third base. Gage with the first out. Caleb Kiker, the first baseman, he had a sacrifice back in the second. Second is when they put their 2 runs across. A lot of small ball going on out there. That one in there, strike 1.
Pitching is at a much better level tonight.
Indeed it is. I think we were getting out of the first inning last night about this time, huh?
Yes, I believe you're right.
He is. The squeeze is on. No, look, the bunt was there. That is Johnson that's racing. I mean, Luke Johnson is racing home faster than the runner would be.
And just so you'll know, I mean, they're about the same size, but you have a green and white lettering.
Yeah, but you got it. I can't see that far.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, no, and then no.
Not going to give me that one.
No, gosh, no. No, I don't have my glasses on. One ball. I'm going to have to leave my glasses.
Wow.
It's amazing how I can remember to bring the shades that Canyon gave us, and I can't remember to bring my own glasses. I need to just leave them in the truck. That would probably do it. Ball outside.
It was a Christmas gift.
Right?
You're going to remember that.
Right. Yeah, but the fact that I wonder what it would look like up there at home plate if I could actually see that far.
Wow.
Oh, goodness. That was a nifty-looking pitch. Missed up high. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Kiker. Kiker if you're scoring at home. Swung through that one and missed, though. It's a big strikeout and much needed there for Seth. And that's 5 strikeouts on the night for Seth Cook. Jack Beeler stands in there. The right fielder was a strikeout victim back in the second. Trying to bunt this one. Bunts it over to Seth. Seth's going to toss over to first base, and that will retire the side. So, again, a clean inning. Roughly nobody scores, and we'll take that. Beeler tries to bunt his way on board. Instead is the third out. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 man left on after 3.5. Warriors still lead it 4-2. Due up for the Warriors. Courtright, Johnson, and Wright when we come back.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
Is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, the trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
Buying car insurance for the first time can be overwhelming. Do you have enough coverage? Are you paying too much? Will someone be there for you when the unexpected happens? I'm Jason Hawk with Farm Bureau Insurance. You may think it's easier online, but why wait? We're here to help you make sure you're covered. When it comes to car insurance, we have the answers, and we may have rates that save you money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect your biggest investments.
Back to the ballpark we go. Doug Ann alongside of Chuck Perkins. Noah left us. He had a long day of installing HVAC and such as that. Had a couple of comments on our Facebook page, people that are watching there. And Sharon Bombasi Fizel said she's watching from Bentonia, Mississippi. Go Seth and the Warriors. I wonder if that's the Sharon Bombasi I went to school with way back then.
Wow.
I don't know. That was years ago, so I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, well, anyway, glad to have you on board there and watching. Sheila Franklin's watching, Brandon Wells, Johnny Youngblood. Welcome to all of you that are watching via our Facebook page. We remind you it's a much better shot over there on our YouTube page. Check that out at 446 Sports. While you're over there, like and subscribe. We've got we've increased 78 subscribers to our YouTube page in the last, 28 days, I said. So that's good. Making that move towards 1,000. That seems to be the golden part of it is getting to 1,000. So we'll see.
That phenomenal milestone.
How that goes. I thought it was great getting to 100. And look, everybody that subscribes to it, we certainly appreciate that. Doesn't cost you anything. Doesn't make us anything out of the deal. We're just grateful that you do that. 2 balls and a strike to Courtright. Here's the delivery now. New pitcher in there. That is from the left side. Courtright's going to ground that over to second base in time, and we'll focus in and see who that new pitcher is, but score that one 4-3 on the putout, and Luke Johnson will stand in there. Chuck, do you have that number on the pitcher that is in there? We'll see if we can zoom in and get that one. That is number 1. Number 1 is Luke Dupree. Luke Dupree, the new pitcher for Leesville tonight, the left-hander now. Warriors handcuffed off of the left-handed pitching of Matthew Crenshaw.
Yes.
Just a night ago. 4-2. 1 down. Nobody on here. Courtright was the first out of the inning, and now Luke has turned around. We didn't see him turn around and bat that way last night off of Crenshaw. And so standing in there and does. We told you that he will switch sides. Didn't do it last night. That one bounces low and gets back to the wall. 3 balls and no strikes.
Now, I wonder, you said it's Dupree, but I know some folks pronounce it differently as Dupuis.
Well, it's Dupree, and my boss
Dupree.
is Dupree, so I'm going with Dupree. That one misses up high, and Luke will be on for the second time via the base on balls. They put him on intentionally after a 3-0 count. Last inning came around to score one of the 4 runs. He's back at first, and that'll bring Canyon up there. Trying to shake it up a little bit. I've got the shades on the table. I'm not putting them on.
Oh.
Well, I've got to break him out of the non-home run funk.
I got you.
So we're moving and shaking. We're trying to kick Karma in the pants here. And that one is smoked to shortstop, banging him around, not going to get anywhere, and that's just a hard hit, base hit into the teeth of the shift for Canyon Wright, and he gets Luke Johnson. Teeth of the shift, I said.
Yes.
Cody Davis, a hard-hitting catcher for the Warriors, stands in there.
Wiping my brow, looking for that, that magical button.
Oh, scared the bejesus out of me, Chuck, with that one. I thought we were flying away. Dupree stands in, peers in at Davis. Davis equally returning the stare, ready to go to work. That one is smoked right back up the middle and into left field as they were shaded over. Coming all the way around to score is Johnson, and that's a big-time RBI base hit for Cody Davis. Send Canyon to second base, and Johnson comes all the way around to score from second. Seth Cook now will stand in. 5-2, the Warriors take the lead. Back-to-back innings they have scored, and just like non-hitting is contagious, hitting is contagious. And these Warriors, this last inning and a third, look like a different team than they did even in the first couple of innings. That one down low. Reason Canyon not advancing. That ball went, left center-ish. They had him shaded just a bit, and the left fielder picks it up and comes in. And he would have been looking right at Canyon running. That one stayed back on it, did Seth, and he lifts that one foul over the visitor's dugout. We run out of glass there.
Never can run out of glass. Brings the count up to 2-1 now. He's pitcher's been throwing them down in that just over the plate height, I guess you call it, because the catcher's having to scramble, catch them there between his knees there.
2 balls and a strike. That curveball twists in. He started it in the middle of the plate, and it twisted.
Big looper.
In. 3 balls and a strike to Seth, and you know that he's wanting, much he'd love to get on. He'd like to put a charge into one of them here and add to that cushion for him. He's got a 5-2 lead now, and that one misses up high. Everybody hustling down, moving up a base via the base on balls. And Maddox Adelise stands in there ready to go to work. Adelise, the good utility player for the Warriors. We've seen him at shortstop, seen him at third, seen him on the hill as well.
Second baseman and first base. Everybody cheating up to the looking for the squeeze plays.
Well, the infielders are in trying to cut off the run at home is what they're doing. This is when you draw the infield into the grass and you see that everybody is in there, they're trying to stop the bleeding here, stop the runs from scoring. And so you bring the infield in. Now, unfortunately, what that does, if you're a defense, is it neglects your ability or inhibits your ability to get to a ball to your left or your right. So you're playing one that I'm going to get to the ball and get the runner at home, because now on a ground ball to one of the infielders, they're coming home.
Yeah, and they're going to have to scramble back to the bag if they have want a chance to make a play at another bag as well.
Well, their focus is going home when they've got them drawn in like that.
After that last inning where they bunted them around with a squeeze play.
And that was it once again. Canyon hustling down the line, but fouled that one off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. You've seen him do it. You don't expect they'll do it, but I think he bunted with 2 strikes last time. Those of you new to the game, if you bunt a 3rd strike foul, it's an out. So you've got to get this one down. Again, infield drawn in, trying to cut off the run at home.
Good blooper over the infield would be a nice shot, too.
Infield bobbled around. Now they're heading over to first with it, so the run will score. Once he bobbled it, knew he wasn't going to get the runner at home, but was able to get Maddox out at first base. That's going to be another RBI for Adelise as it scores Canyon, moves Cody to third, and Seth up to second base. Runner, nobody on first for Jack Powell. Powell had a base hit in the second, struck out in the third, was part of that 9 at-bat inning, and now you've sent 6 to the plate. Warriors looking for a little 2-out magic of their own. Rekindle a little of that from earlier in the week. Well, it's crazy how cold it was on that Jamboree Saturday versus how nice it's been out here the last few days.
Just complete bipolar Louisiana weather.
Thankfully, we've not had any of the liquid sunshine, so we're happy for that. Here's a delivery. That one misses low.
See your base runners there on second and third. Time called.
And they are bringing in a courtesy runner now for Seth.
Number 14.
Didn't send me a roster, so I don't have that with me. That's Hunter Lonsberry, who is in there. Hunter Lonsberry. Saw him play second base in that scrimmage.
Higher than what the catcher could gather, but again, played it off the wall.
4 runs in the third, 2 runs in the fourth for the Warriors. They lead this one 6-2. That one rests comfortably in the strike zone. Warriors looking to move to 2-1 on the season. Things looking good for them midway through this one. Still work to be done before it's finished up. But Seth seems to be getting stronger the more he goes along. Swung through that one, and again, one of those defensive-type swings from Powell. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuces, they call it here. I'm sure they call it that in a lot of places, but.
Yeah, deuces wild.
Jack represents the 7th man to bat, takes that one inside. They say, yep.
That was only.
Yeah, that's just that was ball 3 is all that it was, so they bring him back. Well, you can't really shake that one away or hide from that one when you take off running down. They just get back in the box, and Brown's going to go out there and discuss it, saying, wait a minute. I want to go to the video replay of it, but not allowed here at the high school level. So
Not yet. Not yet.
Left-handed Dupree delivers this one. Swung through it and missed, and that is strikeout number 3, strikeout number 4 for Leesville pitching. And back-to-back strikeouts for Powell. He struck out 2 times on the evening with a base hit, 1 for 3. The Warriors pick up 2 runs. Luke and Canyon have scored a couple of runs each tonight. 2 men left on, due up for Leesville in the top half of the 5th. Seavey, Cunningham, and Dupree when we come back.
There was a huge assembly, and then he came to the gym, and he announced it.
I would like to honor a Warrior that is right here.
I was diagnosed with Wilms tumor kidney cancer.
Colin McGee. We're going to fly you and your family to Universal Studios in Los Angeles to meet Adam Levine. Yes.
I got there, and then we went to Santa Monica Pier, and the water felt good, and I found a bunch of cool rocks, and then we went to The Voice the next day. I got to meet Adam Levine after the show, which was amazing.
I'm Bob Giles, and I believe every business should give back. Join me at gilesgivesback.com.
First pitch delivered in there, taken ball 1. That is to Seavey. Seavey started out on the mound before giving way to Dupree. That one misses down low. Also, 2 balls, no strikes.
Up high on that one.
So I did get a message back on our Facebook that, that is my old buddy Sharon Babasi from high school back in the day, and that was, I don't know, was it 15 years ago, 18, I don't know,
Wow,
10 years ago, something. Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't that long ago. That one misses there, ball 4. 4-pitch walk issued to Seavey, and that'll bring it back to the top of the Wampus Cat lineup and Bryce Cunningham. Seth delivers this one down low, and getting into the 5th. This is the longest that Seth has gone this season. A lot of folks getting on the Facebook feed here. Some on Boxcast, others on YouTube, and even a couple watching us on Twitter tonight, Chuck. So,
nice.
Again, we remind you, if you're watching on Facebook, that YouTube's the place that you want to be. The view, you can watch it on your smart TV. Just pull up the YouTube app and search 446 Sports. Find all the games that we've had over the last, gosh, how many years? Well, the YouTube channel's only been up a year and a half. But, yeah. So go by and check it out. 2 balls, 1 strike. 6-2. Warriors have the lead here. Top of the 5th we play. Off and running Cody likes to see that. He misses that one. That's 2 times now that Cody has thrown to the third base side of the bag. Don't know if he's pulling that throw or what he's doing, but it's going off the mark there. Normally, the normally dead set Cody Davis back there has missed a couple of them on that left side of the bag as you're looking at it from home plate or as he's looking at it.
Yeah, always from his advantage point.
That one smoked over to third, but Luke's got it, looks the runner back, and now the runner's deciding to take third. Gonna be done at third, and that's a beautiful play. What a play. Score that one 5-3-5 on the double play. And that's just Luke blocking it up, Canyon getting it back over to him. And my goodness, that's some old school Grace Christian baseball by these young bucks, playing it hard and playing it well.
That one definitely caught on video, so we'll have to go back and find that one.
There you go. So this is going to be Cunningham's going to be retired. He'll officially be the first out, 5-3. And then Seavey will be 3-5 on the double play for the second out, and that brings Dupree in there, the center fielder, and that's the kind of plays that you really like to see. Boy, a big-time play, and that's 2 strong arm ball players. Luke Johnson at third, Canyon right over at first, and that's a beautiful play. Blocking it up, making that play down there, and goodness gracious, what a big one that was.
Yeah, that's some exciting play for the dugout, and to light you up and keep you going here a little bit further.
Oh, look, and you did it right in front of that dugout, and I mean the coaches were there, the players were there. That's what's baseball. That's what you love to see. That kind of a bang play. That's heart, that's fire, and that's determination, making that. And the pitcher's going to love it as well because he gets the bases cleaned off for him. Now runs this one full, drops that one down low, and Dupree is going to be on with a walk. 2-out walk to Dupree. Matt Hazel, strikeout victim, and grounded out to Johnson at third base back in the first inning. Hazel has been the second out in both of his at-bats. I'd like to see him be the third out here.
That's exactly what I was just thinking. I need to change that number for him.
There's some weird thoughts that go in my mind and stats and interesting things to talk about, but even that, a 2-out. But there's a lot worse stat. Baseball America has some crazy stats. I don't have a percent of the craziness in my brain that they have.
I have some weird thoughts that go through my brain as well.
0-2 the count now to Hazel. Seth, how about that big curveball right here and get a strikeout looking? Let's put that reverse K in there for the second time on Hazel. That one lifted high to second base. Powell, Canyon calling him it off. Canyon makes the play over at first base, and that will retire the side. Go back and watch that big-time double play. Don't worry, we'll have it a highlight, and we'll upload it as one of our YouTube shorts as well. You'll go check those out. For the Wampus Cats, they got 2 runs in the second, and the rest of the innings, they've done nothing in the first, third, fourth, or fifth. This was the fifth. That double play helped out a lot, but that'll wrap it up. Warriors due up in the bottom of the fifth. Micah Palmer, Aiden Cook, and Carson Courtright when we come back.
Buying car insurance for the first time can be overwhelming. Do you have enough coverage? Are you paying too much? Will someone be there for you when the unexpected happens? I'm Jason Hawk with Farm Bureau Insurance. You may think it's easier online, but why wait? We're here to help you make sure you're covered. When it comes to car insurance, we have the answers, and we may have rates that save you money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect your biggest investment.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by 2 walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Lock On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks right from your phone, day or night, wherever you are or whatever you're doing. Download our mobile app today.
Well, I don't know how it was from your view, but from my view from the outfield fence, looked pretty handy, that double play. It was a line shot back to Luke Johnson, fired over, looked the runner back at first, and that may be what the key was because he held the runner just a bit at second base, fired it over to Canyon at first, and then the runner decided to take off, testing the arm of right, and he just laser beams it over to Luke Johnson, who applies the tag right in front of that Grace Christian dugout, and, man, they were fired up. Hope you were at home as well. Swing and a miss from Micah Palmer. We played bottom of the fifth. Warriors scored 4 in the third and 2 in the fourth. They lead this one 6-2. That one lifted out of play. Quickly 0-2 to Palmer. Lefty Dupree deals this one right down Main Street, and that's a strikeout looking. Warriors have struck out tonight 4 times. Correction, 5. 5 strikeouts on the evening. Aiden Cook will stand in, ready to do some work. Good to get that taste of last night's game out of your mouth, without a doubt. You know, you're glad to have that one behind you. Again, a loss is a loss like that one. But coming back and able to play the next night and hopefully hang on and pick this win up. The Warriors seem to be playing with a little different confidence level. The body language had them down last night. You didn't see a lot of fire in them. And these Warriors have come out playing alive tonight.
Yeah, and those first 2 innings, there's 2-1. Those first 2 innings from them, you could still see that something was in their
little
stomach.
Hangover of it, that's right.
And they just mustered right on through it, which is nice to see.
Smoked foul, 2 balls, 2 strikes. You know, but it's such the lineup, the top of the lineup tonight has scored all 6 of the runs, and the bottom of the lineup has not done it. But the bottom of the lineup proved solid in that Oberlin win. So everybody's stepping up and taking their role, and you still have a number of Warriors that are not out there that will be everyday players in the next few weeks.
Wow, yes.
That is a ground out for out number 2, and that'll bring it back to the top of the Warrior order in Carson Courtright.
You have any secrets to tell on that?
Oh, no, just you know the kids that are out with the injuries. Cooper
yes.
Courtright is out. Hayden Gainey is out. There are a number of them, a couple others that are out as well, that are just a few weeks away from this being about a 15-deep roster.
Yeah, and that makes a big difference.
Oh, absolutely it does.
You don't see that depth there available.
Courtright grounds that one to shortstop. Nifty play over at short. That's good work by the Wampus Cat shortstop. 3 up, 3 down for the Warriors in the bottom of the 5th. We head to the 6th after 5 complete. Warriors 6. Leesville 2. We'll be right back.
Appliance Parts Company in Alexandria has all your major appliance parts needs. We sell parts to all major appliances as well as new appliances, including window units, chest, and upright freezers. Appliance Parts originally opened its doors on Lee Street in 1972, and we're now open at a new location on Memorial Drive to serve you better. Stop by, say hey to our crew, and check out our awesome holiday gifts. Appliance Parts, 2208 Memorial Drive in Alexandria next to Target. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday from 9 till 12.
BK Distributors is proud to support high school athletics on 446 Sports. BK is the one-stop shop for trophies, banners, awards, letter jackets, and just about anything award-related. And now, welcome BK Apparel and BK Promotions to the family for all your spirit apparel needs and anything you need to brand your business. When you think of anything you need with your name on it, think BK. Check them out on Facebook or at bkdistrib.com. BK Distributors, Apparel and Promotions in Pineville.
B.J. Nichols stands in, set to lead off for the Wampus Cats. And, Coach,
a pretty shot there, Doug.
It is. I like the way the lights are shining down on there. Welcome to another sponsor, Southern Evals Nursing Consultants and the Main Street Event Park out in Pineville. We certainly appreciate everything those guys do. You see Kimberly Harrell, certified appraiser up there, not to be confused with whatever I butchered on night one, but needless to say, grateful to have Kimberly a part of what we do in the Harrell family as well. Look, your ad can be seen here. Just reach out to us. We're in the ballpark all the time. If you want to get your business or your support in front of a great group of loyal fans,
yes,
reach out to us here. You can call. You can email me at doug@446sports.com. Say, easy, I made that for you, doug@446sports.com.
Don't call Chuck. If you do, I'll be sending you to Doug.
Yeah,
I can tell you how to wire something in or not plug the wire in, but the other stuff, that's Doug.
You can get started for as little as $25 a game. Did you know that, Chuck?
That is sweet.
$25 a game you can. Wow. How about that?
That is awesome.
6-2. Warriors lead this one. They put up 4 in the third and 2 in the fourth to take command of this one. And you're sitting on a 6-2 lead. And new pitcher in there for the Warriors. We didn't get that update, but we'll look in there and zoom in and see who that is. Yeah, that's Maddox. Maddox on the hill. It's what it looked like. And I saw the leg kick, and I said, wait a minute, that's not Seth. Watch his right foot as he follows through. See how he swings that around, and Maddox Adelise gets the strikeout there. Young man's got a bright future in this program. He definitely does. Gets the strikeout of B.J. Nichols.
Now, which one? Is it him that does the little foot tap sometimes? And who is that? That when he comes around?
No, Seth does that.
Seth does that, okay.
And that allows Seth to vary his rhythm to the plate, therefore throwing off the batter. Batting and running and base running is all about timing, and you try to gauge something off of that pitcher. And so if you can vary your move each and every time, but these pitchers will end up in the same place where they're at, similar to a batter who can wriggle the bat around, do what he wants, but he still ends up in the hitting zone. I guess to make a long answer to your short question.
Well, I'm glad you told me how to build the clock.
But you're right. So you'll see that Adelise takes that right foot and gets a little extra whip out of it. Finishes up. Finishes up kind of crossing with his front foot over, but 2 balls and a strike from Adelise. That one right in there from Adelise, looking good.
Not a long stretch out step with that left foot. Interesting. I wonder if that's something that'll develop over time.
That one twisted down the line, foul, and into the bullpen, just this side of the bullpen area. Not a lot of foul territory between left field and the fence, but that found that little section of it. And we'll do the 2-2 offering once again. Adelise delivers this one. That one deposited even further out of the way.
That one made the fence.
Behind. This is why you stay away from that changeup here. You don't want to speed the bat up. Continue. Give him something off the plate just a little bit. Fouls that one off. Now, this is one of those, you run out a little bit further or put it up. See if he's chasing, because Carter Causey is zoned in on what it is that Adelise is doing. maybe throw something down in the dirt, get him to chase, rely on your catcher, Cody Davis, to block it up and throw him out at first base. You purposely throw one down in that dirt turf area.
Yeah, you have a throwaway shot here.
Does indeed go low on it, drops it down in the dirt, and Cody Davis has to throw down to first. I've seen a game or two. To see a game or two, my friend, I've seen a number of them. Gage Cole will stand in there. He is the designated hitter for this Wampus Cat team.
Not the traditional changeup, but a changeup of style.
Well, you get it down there. You know that he's aggressively going after it, so you put one where if he takes it, it's okay. But if he chases it, you're going to strike him out, and that's indeed what happened. Back-to-back strikeouts for Causey. Call it a drop third strike, and the out issued 2-3. Gage watches the first one go by, or takes the first one for a strike, now comes back at ball one, evens the count up at a ball and a strike. Do you know you can get more than three strikeouts in an inning, Chuck?
Yes, you've shared that with me.
Did I share that with you?
A long time ago.
Goodness, strike two.
I say last year.
There you go. That seems like a long time. Last week seems like a long time ago.
Yes. But please tell me the story because, it's been a while since I've heard that.
It's the drop third strike, and if the runner gets on, then you come out and strike. I mean, it could go on for it could go on for a while.
Oh.
That one comes in and gets Cole in the back. Cole has a little bit of a stare down towards Adley's, but I assure you there was no intention of hitting somebody when you've got a 2-strike, 2-out count and a big lead. Caleb Kiker stands in there, the first baseman for the Cats. Unless they're running pinch hitters in, and I just can't see it from here. Tomorrow, I promise, I'll bring my glasses. I assure you, if I don't bring them, Chuck, bring your binoculars. I can see Carson's number fine right out here in center field. That I don't have any problems with. But after that, I'm done.
Somebody came in because he had to go down and get the information from the head coach.
We'll check when he swings because we want to certainly make sure we identify that young man if he'll turn.
He's turning, just not our
the
direction.
Wrong way. That's correct. And I got all the pronunciation on the reserves. So from Coach Dustin Smith. Adley's comes set in the stretch, now delivers. That one in there for the strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. To that guy. Off and running. Cody's going to have a shot. Double clutches to make sure he throws it in the right spot, and that's money from Cody Davis one more time. Caught stealing to end the inning, and that will do it for the Cats in the 6th. Erases the base runner that was up there. Kiker, or whoever was batting for Kiker, will come up to bat in the top of the 7th. Due up in the bottom of the 6th for the Warriors, Luke Johnson, Canyon Wright, and Cody Davis when we come back.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
There was a huge assembly, and then he came to the gym, and he announced it.
I would like to honor a warrior that is right here.
I was diagnosed with Wilms tumor kidney cancer.
Colin McGee. We're going to fly you and your family to Universal Studios in Los Angeles to meet Adam Levine. Yes!
I got there, and then we went to Santa Monica Pier, and the water felt good, and I found a bunch of cool rocks. And then when we went to the Voice the next day, I got to meet Admiral Levine after the show, which was amazing.
I'm Bob Giles, and I believe every business should give back. Join me at Giles Gives Back.
Luke Johnson, the first batter of the inning for the Warriors, bats from the right side against Dupree. Grounds that over the Warrior dugout, actually rolled over the roof of it. Quickly, 0-2 to Johnson.
Some of those in-between inning breaks are shorter than others.
Into the game, they're moving them right along. Driven over to third base, and that third baseman, little elbow thrown there from the Cats' first baseman. Wow, that was interesting to say the least.
Yeah.
Coming down the line. Needless to say, that's an out there. Very impressed with the arm and the work that the shortstop has been doing. That'll bring Canyon right to the plate. Couple of walks and a ground, or correction, let me see. Let's see. He's got the base hit by pitch and a walk. So 1 for 1 tonight for Canyon, has reached all 3 times. Scored a couple of runs and does have a stolen base.
Yes. Nice job there by the big guy.
He's smart around the bases. He's quick. That's for sure.
Whoa.
That one misses up high. Trying to get that timing with that leg kick that he does. He gets it up there a ways, but I don't think Dupree wants anything in the strike zone. He's not trying to challenge Canyon at all. That one pushed foul, just missed. That went after the high fastball, and Canyon's in a hole, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I had it the other way on my board for whatever reason, but I've corrected it now.
That one misses outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Again, tomorrow morning is an 11 a.m. start. We'll get going very early.
Who's bringing breakfast?
In that one, right? And we'll have the inaugural edition of the Coach Brown Show immediately following that game, or relatively soon after that game. Full count now to Canyon.
I guess I know what I'm doing when I go home tonight.
Sleeping?
Well, after.
Getting a graphic?
I put a graphic together.
You got time in the morning. You got till about 8 in the morning.
Yeah, I get up and do something.
Here's a delivery. When misses low, and Canyon is going to be on with his 3rd free pass of the evening to go with the 1 base hit. So he's reached all 4 times tonight. Going to see a lot of those, young man, throughout your career. I tell you, won't be intentional, but they'll be the unintentional intentional walk.
Yeah.
Cody Davis, the catcher, stands in there ready to go to work. Just a cannon down there. Got it zoned in. Had missed to the left a couple of times, but there he is back, driving one to shortstop. Shortstop gloves it. Throws over to first, but not nearly in time. Canyon is out at second, so give Cody Davis a fielder's choice, not a base hit. Seth Cook now will stand in there. Seth has a walk and a ground out and a RBI walk. Takes that right down Main Street. 0-1. 2 down, bottom of the 6th. Warriors 3 outs away from moving to 2-1.
Got not much on that zippiness on that ball. Just
off and running, a little bit of hit and run. That one hits the bag and is fair and rolls around. Cody Davis on his way around third, heading home. The throw comes into second base. They don't see Cody flying around. And that Seth Cook hits one right off the bag for the base hit. Couldn't have placed it there any better. Give him a double and an RBI. Cody flying around the bases. That's his second run of the night that he has scored. And Maddox Adelise, who is now on the hill for Grace Christian, stands in there 7-2. This one is. That one in there for a strike. And again, if you're wanting to watch baseball, there's another game tonight, Chuck.
Oh, yes. We not on 446 Sports.
Not on 446 Sports, it's not.
But it's a beautiful night to come on out for it, though.
That one misses low. The most beautiful thing about it is we'll have to hear about how it went later.
Tomorrow,
yes. I think we said Peabody and whom?
Is it Northwest? No,
Peabody Northwest played earlier. That one driven out to shortstop once again on top of it there, and that will retire the side, but not before the Warriors pick up one run in the bottom of the sixth. We move to the top of the seventh. Warriors are 3 outs from picking up their second victory of the season. 7-2, Warriors lead it. We'll see what they have in the top of the seventh when we come back.
BK Distributors is proud to support high school athletics on 446 Sports. BK is the one-stop shop for trophies, banners, awards, letter jackets, and just about anything award-related. And now, welcome BK Apparel and BK Promotions to the family for all your spirit apparel needs and anything you need to brand your business. When you think of anything you need with your name on it, think BK. Check them out on Facebook or at bkdistrib.com. BK Distributors, apparel and promotions in Pineville.
Buying car insurance for the first time can be overwhelming. Do you have enough coverage? Are you paying too much? Will someone be there for you when the unexpected happens? I'm Jason Hawk with Farm Bureau Insurance. You may think it's easier online, but why wait? We're here to help you make sure you're covered. When it comes to car insurance, we have the answers, and we may have rates that save you money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect your biggest investments.
Back to work for the Warriors here in the top of the seventh. Trying to get the number on that young man. You see the Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. It shows you it's 7-2. Warriors have the lead moving to the top of the seventh. No outs in this one, although it says 3.
That doesn't look like the same batter.
No, it doesn't. That other one was a little thicker batter. Squaring around to bunt and taking that in there for the strike. Just clear the outs there, Chuck. There you go. 0-1, the count. Difficult to get the number now because that number fades into that jersey. Adelise delivers that one up high and misses. Again, welcome aboard to Kimberly Harrell, certified real estate appraiser. 447-1313, you can find her. 446 Sports brought to you by Valex Federal Credit Union. Check them out at valexfcu.org. Got to be at that at our yearly meeting in the morning. Our annual shareholders meeting is in the morning. We'll have to be there at 8:30. Good thing we're not covering that one. Misses low, and Natalie's aggravated with himself. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 7, 8, 9 here, bottom of the order for Leesville.
That's going to mute your mic for you.
That one right in there for the strike, and Natalie's with another strikeout. That is his third that he's got. 8 strikeouts tonight for Warriors pitcher. Just the 2 runs given up in this one back in the second when Leesville was staked to that 2-0 lead. But the Warriors bats came alive, and they have put across 7 runs tonight. Pitching has been solid. Fielding has been solid. A little double play thrown in there, and that one lifted high and back and out of play. It was the bunts that got the Warriors going. When they started squeezing the baseball, it really seemed to open things up. Lined back up the pipe, diving at it is Powell. He's unable to get there, and that rests comfortably in the glove of Carson Courtright, who will get it back in. Logan Seavey, the original pitcher of record in this one, too. He stands to take the loss in this one. Powell disappointed, thought he had a good shot at it. Wouldn't have thrown the runner out no matter what. Strike is there. You'd like to see this the runner from first go ahead and take off and test that arm of Cody one more time.
Mm-hmm.
Cody Davis, just as good a dude as you'll find. Snap throw back down into first, not in time.
Ooh, that was really close, actually.
Runner getting a little too far off the bag, and that's that play where you just say, look, I'm throwing it. Can you get over there and get it at first? 0-2 the count. Runner getting off first just a little more than he did last time. That one is fouled down the right field line and out of play. Think that's the musician, the in-stadium music announcer's favorite button. He must have that button on speed dial, if you will.
It was mine. I promise you that.
Time is called, and he'll go out and talk to Brown quick. Not sure. Just talking solely to Cody and to Maddox. Actually waved off Canyon there for who was coming in. He said, look, I just got something to work on with these guys real quick. Anytime you see a coach run out on there or jog out there and not just take that slow walk, he's just working on something real quick. He said, hey, look, don't forget about this. I don't know if it's to follow through, cover your pitch up, or whatever you're doing, but just jot out there real quick and tell him something.
Yeah. Sometimes that helps with getting the timing off of the batter as well, whether it's actually doing anything different.
Whatever he told him, it worked, because that's strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts.
He didn't kick that leg up that time. He just kind of took that quick step and threw.
Went to the slide step to get the the runner off balance just a little bit. 4 strikeouts out of 5 batters. And one of them was caught stealing. So Maddox Adelise coming in and having the kind of game that he needed to have. Quickly down to first, but diving back in there. And look, it's always you're working on the play. There's 2 outs in the 7th. All you need to do is get the batter out, but they're still working on that play, and they got a 5-run cushion.
I thought he called that one a strike.
That one, again, chased foul. Not a safe windshield in the parking lot. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 down. Top of the 7th. Warriors lead at 7-2. That one driven way back. Courtright tracking under it. Can of corn for Courtright, and that's going to wrap things up here. Warriors win this one 7-2. The outfielders come in and have, their little finish off right there. That is so good to see. You hear Matthew West getting warmed up out there, and that lets you know Grace has won this one. Grace wins every time.
So can of corn, you got to tell me that one too while you.
Okay, so the good old days of the grocery stores that they have. You know how they would stack the canned goods up in a big pyramid.
Yes.
All right. To get the can down off of the top, they'd use a stick and they'd go up in there and get it. Well, the person in the store would lift up his apron to catch the can of corn that was coming down.
See, I should have turned the camera around because people are missing out all of the
because you get all of the all the direction, but that's where the term. And I'm gonna have you up. I told you I'd have you up on the baseball lingo before this. Before I don't know how long it's gonna take.
I don't know,
but
it just depends on how long you're gonna keep me around.
We're gonna try to see if we can get Josh Brown out here tonight. We're gonna try to get him to come out. He's gonna get shuttled out here. Chuck, do you have the coach cam on there?
I can get that coach cam
hang on
there.
Let's see. Here we go. I'm working on this now. And he's got his little buggy buddy there bringing him in. Boy, this is that's just something. Now, last time he left him here, and he's doing it again. I don't boy, that's something. Coach Brown joins us on the post-game wrap-up show, and Coach, glad to have you over here tonight.
I appreciate it.
Look, ended a streak of 8 innings without getting a run come across tonight. And that's just baseball. You're going to have those stretches. But you don't make them hit their way out of it. You guys jump down in some old-school dirtbag small ball and get things going.
We did. I just thought after the first inning, I said, you know what, we got to change this up. You know, I just didn't like the way the middle part of the order, our 4-hole was, taking a home run hack. I said, you know what, we got to change it up. Do something a little different to score some runs, get a little confidence, maybe get ahead in the game, and we got to be able to be that team because last year we were not that team. We were a one-way team. We either had to hit it, we were not going to bunt it very well, and we worked really hard on bunting this year.
How much did Coach Dustin Smith going to that bunting the inning before that say, you know what, it's a pretty good idea. If you guys are going to do that, we're going to jump in and do that.
Well, that's what they're known for, and
right.
we played them last year, and we knew coming in they were going to do that. But, we said at the get-go before the game, if we struggle, we were probably going to lay it down. And look, they do it well. They really do. And
right.
I was proud of our guys to be able to do that and score some runs and get ahead in the game.
Well, you've got to be able to do that because there are going to come situations that you don't just need your 9-hole hitter, your 1-hole hitter, you're going to need guys at 3 and 4 to be able to do that if the situation calls for it.
Absolutely. And, that's hey, when you can do that, that's more of a threat offensively that you can score at any time, and that's huge. I mean, when the 4-hole can do that, that's a big time, and I'm proud of the guys the way they played tonight.
How pumped up did you guys get on that? Let's see, I guess it was a 5-3-5 double play right in front of the dugout. You guys were pretty pumped. The one that comes into to LJ, fires over to first, and then back on the runner coming across.
Yeah, we were pumped up. I mean, the whole coaching staff, we were fired up. We want these guys to play with passion, and it was a great pickup by LJ. Good throw by Canyon, but the pickup was even better, and to help his teammate out like that was a nice play.
Really satisfied with the way Seth threw the ball tonight. I think that was the best outing that I've seen from him tonight for this young season.
Absolutely. He got ahead in the count, and that's key. You got to get ahead in the count. He hadn't been doing that in the scrimmage games, and I think it's just knocking the rust off, He was our number 1 guy last year, and I like the fact that we got a good bullpen this year, and we're going to be able to take some stress off of him. And like I said, he did throw the ball well tonight. He get ahead in the count, and when you do that, you're going to have success.
Cody missed the mark on a couple of base runners, was throwing it off to the left of second base just a little bit, seemed to get that honed in, and the runner that he had caught stealing threw him out by 3 or 4 steps. So that reassured you that he's ready to go.
Oh, absolutely. He's good behind the plate. I mean, I think that's now 4 or 5 or 4 or 6 this year, throwing people out. He's great behind the plate, man.
Yeah, and it just, we talked back after game 1, the dynamics of it changes when he's back there in the lineup, and it certainly has. He's a leader that's out there. A few leaders started to look like they were stepping up tonight, and I know that's been a concern for you, is who's going to be those couple of dogs for you. I saw some people waking up tonight.
Absolutely. We talked about it last night after the game. Sometimes baseball, that happens. We talked about ULM, Mississippi State playing the other night, and ULM went and punched Mississippi State in the mouth, and the next night they played again, and Mississippi State punch ULM back in the mouth. And that happens in baseball. And I told them, I said, guys, we got to flush this one tonight, but we are looking for some dirt bags, some dogs that want to go out here and play and lead our team. We've been lacking that a little bit. And Tanya, I seen a little chest bump, some things that I didn't see the previous 2 games, but it's excited to see that.
It's going to be a great ride this season watching those young Bucks play. I know you got a quick turnaround. We'll be back out here at 11 a.m.
Yes, sir. We got Northwest 3A school, and, they put the ball in play, and we got to be ready to play.
There you have it. We're excited about it. Coach Brown, thank you for joining us. Congratulations.
I appreciate it.
The Warriors moved to 2-1 and looking forward to go 3-1 to close out the weekend. Josh Brown joining us here. We appreciate that. For you, that is going to wrap things up. Again, he's got to walk back in there. We got to get to work on Here comes Coach JG in there now. He'll come back in here and get him. That's going to wrap things up. Grace Christian wins this one tonight in big fashion. They win it 7-2. From my man Chuck Perkins, I am Doug Gann. God bless you all, and good night.